Greetings YouTube, and welcome to The Rabbit Hole. Below the ground near Geneva, Switzerland, lies CERN's Large Hadron Collider. CERN, or the European Organization for Nuclear Research, was established in 1954 on the Franco-Swiss border. The organization has 22 different countries in its membership and is home to the world's largest particle collider, known as the Large Hadron Collider. Located 100 meters below the ground, the LHC is 17 miles in circumference and can accelerate particles just under the speed of light. CERN conducts many physics experiments by accelerating particles towards each other in the LHC and then colliding them and studying the results. Ultra-fast cameras record these collisions, and the data is interpreted by computers. In the early 1990s, the World Wide Web was born at CERN as a means of sharing information between computers so scientists around the world could study data collected by the organization. Now, the data collected by the LHC is compiled and sent to labs around the world through an infrastructure known as the LHC computing grid. In 2010, CERN accomplished smashing two particles together in the LHC, a task described as similar to firing two needles across the Atlantic and getting them to hit each other by the LHC's main engineer, Steve Myers. Physicists have been searching for the Higgs boson, an elementary particle and the only missing piece in the standard model of particle physics, for 40 years, until it was discovered by CERN in 2012 and then confirmed to be the so-called God particle in 2013. As a side note, the nickname God particle is misleading and derives from a book titled The God Particle: If the Universe is the Answer, What is the Question? The publishers refused to call it the goddamn particle, which the authors initially intended to exemplify how hard a particle it was to observe. In reality, the Higgs boson is a quantum excitation of the Higgs field, a field believed to exist everywhere in the universe, which gives particles mass through a process known as the Higgs effect. This is the transference of mass or energy to particles passing through the Higgs field via the Higgs boson, which contains the relative mass in the form of energy. As particles take on mass, they become heavier, slowing down and allowing attraction between particles to occur. Simply, the Higgs boson holds matter together and therefore also has the potential to tear matter apart. That said, it seems fitting that CERN has a statue of the Hindu god Shiva, the creator, destroyer, and regenerator, on display in front of their laboratories. CERN says that this deity was chosen because of a metaphor that was drawn between the cosmic dance of the Nataraja and the modern study of the cosmic dance of subatomic particles. In Hinduism, Shiva's dance has two forms. One is the Lasya form of dance, which is gentle and associated with creation, while the Tandaya is violent, dangerous, and associated with destruction. A plaque on the Shiva statue at CERN reads, "In our time, physicists have used the most advanced technology to portray the patterns of the cosmic dance." The metaphor of the cosmic dance thus unifies ancient mythology, religious art, and modern physics. However, there are many who fear that this statue is actually symbolic of CERN's intentions to rule this world like gods, controlling the dance of life from creation to destruction and through to regeneration. Many have speculated that CERN is the engine behind a satanic New World Order agenda. But could an institution as reputable as CERN be associated with such dark intentions? A strange video surfaced on the web showing what appears to be an occult human sacrifice in front of the statue of Shiva. In the video, we see robed figures walk into the light in front of the statue. They arrange themselves symmetrically. Then one of the figures is disrobed, leaving naked a woman who drops to her knees. One of the figures moves in front of the statue and produces a knife. The woman then proceeds to lie down as the rest of the figures kneel around her. The robed figure with the knife stands over her and appears to stab her. At this point, the cameraman starts running away frantically, cursing until the video ends on a shot of the Large Hadron Collider, revealing that we are in fact inside CERN. The entire video feels staged. The video begins recording moments before the figures enter the shot, as if the cameraman knew what was going to happen. The robes the figures are wearing don't seem to fit properly. You can see their legs sticking out, and it appears that people are wearing shorts or sneakers beneath their cloaks. You would imagine a sacrifice like this would take place in a more secret setting instead of in a well-lit area in plain view of CERN offices. After the woman is supposedly stabbed, we never see the results. The cameraman simply runs off, allowing our minds to hypothesize what might have happened to her. His shaky cam and string of expletives after the supposed killing seems contrived.
Fuck. Shit. Fuck.
And ending the video with a shot of the LHC just seems a little too perfect. CERN's official statement about the video is, "This video is a work of fiction showing a contrived scene. CERN and its on-site accommodation fills up with scientists from across the world coming to CERN as part of their work. Work at CERN can take place 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shift work and data analysis. Persons that are authorized to access the CERN site sometimes let their sense of humor go too far, and that is what happened on this occasion. The video was filmed from an office building. Strict safety systems are in place to prevent any unauthorized access to technical and experimental facilities. CERN does not condone this kind of spoof, which breaches CERN's professional guidelines and is currently carrying out an internal investigation. While the video seems clearly fake, it is interesting that no security guards came to stop the unauthorized mock ritual. Wouldn't somebody in charge have noticed something as dramatic as a mock human sacrifice happening at the CERN facility? CERN seems pretty calm and sure of the fact that it was someone on the inside who played this prank, but their internal investigation hasn't revealed the perpetrators, at least to the public. Could CERN have authorized the making of this video? Possibly to debunk accusations of their occult agenda? If they made a video about an occult ritual that was cheesy enough to be laughed at by the public, it would cast a net of lunacy over those who proposed any theories about CERN's connection with the occult. Let's investigate further. Follow me down. There are other odd connections between CERN and satanic symbolism. CERN's logo is designed based on a synchrotron particle accelerator. One source states, "Originally, the design was going to resemble the outline of a schematic of a synchrotron, but the problem with that was CERN's logo would have looked like a black hole. Not good. So what we did with this logo design was remove a couple lines, shorten and angle a line in the opposite direction, off-center it all, then add another circle with a line sticking up to help break up the original design, and that's how CERN's logo came to be." However, these modifications conveniently changed the logo into a 666 design. Another interesting connection between CERN and the satanic is that a large part of the facility is located in Saint-Jean-Puy, France. In Roman times, the empire had a territory in this location with a temple in honor of Apollyon, which means destroyer, or Abaddon in Hebrew, which is associated with the bottomless pit. The people that lived there believed the location was a gateway to the underworld. Sounds a lot like a metaphor for the modern CERN facility, which is physically underground and may open doors to other dimensions as postulated by Sergio Bertolucci, who is the Director of Research and Scientific Computing at CERN. In Revelations 9:11, the Bible states, "And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon." It is interesting to note that this chapter and verse together make 9/11, and at the World Trade Center Memorial Site, which commemorates the attacks on 9/11, we also find bottomless pit symbolism. Also related to the underworld is the Cernunnos, or the god of the underworld in Celtic polytheism. He is depicted wearing horns or antlers, which calls to mind another satanic underground connection in Switzerland.